Welcome back, Metalheads, to another review for you for the Friday 13th YouTube channel. Now, this is a band called Endless Chain. They're from Finland. They were formed back in 2017, and they're about to release their second album, which is coming out very shortly, called Agony. It's a self-financed release with lots of progressive elements. So if you like your progressive metal with some darker elements and some gothic elements, this is a great album for you. I found this album to be very interesting. So I'm going to enlighten you with the band's history, and then we're going to talk about the album. In 2021, the band would release their debut album called The Forthcoming Past. Most of you out there may have the album. If you haven't, you need to check that one out as well as this new album. Now, this debut album would feature Mikko Hikalala from the band's Dawn of Solace. Vili Holvi was also with the band called Black Star Haller. Also in the early stages, we'd have Sami from Creator. Was also with the band Waltari, along with Samalai, Mikwonen, also from the band Kopalani, a band that are playing folk music. And since the debut album's been released, the band have had some lineup changes. So I'm going to tell you now who's in the band for the new album. We'd have Vili Howie on vocals, Aki Solinen also on vocals, Timmy Mosa on guitars, Alka Santry, Kuza on guitars and bass, and on drums, Samuli Mikawani. So that's the lineup for the new album. Now, this album comes with 10 songs. Now, I'm pretty sure the album was produced by a guy called Tumas Vakamonian, who's also worked with a band called Wolfheart and Before the Dawn. So that's the artist he's worked with. The overall production is really, really good, very crisp, very powerful. And the songs on the album are called Into the Agony, followed by Agony, Human Race, We Are We, Burn Your Skies Above, Ghost, Until No One Comes, Blind Kings, Before What You Believe, and the last song is called We Are All Vulnerable. So that's the song titles for this album, 10 songs in total. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the first few songs on the album to give you some idea. The opening track is an intro. It's called Intro to Agony. This is a really, really nice, beautiful composed classical guitar components with some nice keyboards. Very well arranged, as you can imagine. Coming from Scandinavia, Finnish band, they come up with some fantastic ideas, especially with acoustic guitars. Having listened to this album a couple of times, I have to say it's very different from a lot of bands from Finland. It's not as symphonic as you would expect, although it does have keyboards. Some really interesting parts and a very solid album. Lots of progressive parts in this album as well. Vocalists Vili and Aki are doing a fantastic job on this song. I'm not 100% sure who's doing the vocals on this song with the clean vocals. This album does come with a combination of clean vocals with some death metal singing. This is something that seems to be done very popular in today's music. However, I do prefer much of the cleaning vocals on this album, but the heavier vocals do fit in with the music and are very well suited. This song, Agony, comes across between two bands, a little bit of Evergrey, but it also has the doom elements of Candlemass. So if you like your doom, progressive, and a little bit of goth elements, this is a fantastic song for you. It's the title track of the album. It's called Agony. Next song is called Human Race. This is a really good song. Kind of reminds me of a cross between Paradise Lost, Dark Waters, and a hint of Evergrey. So you get the general idea, the gothic elements with the progressive elements. Really well thought out song with some fantastic vocals by both vocalists. Like I said, it does have the clean vocals, majority of the album, with some death metal growling in places, or the darker vocals, as we could say. You could say that the darker vocals in this album are a cross between two bands, Scar Symmetry and Dark Tranquillity. Human Race is a little bit more up-tempo. So if you want to check something out there's a little bit more up-tempo on this album, this is one of the songs to check out, Human Race. Now, the next song on the album is one of my favourites. It's called We Are We. It's a really beautiful composed song. It's not very heavy, but the vocals are more melodic vocals on this song. But they are beautifully composed with some fantastic music all around. Now, this reminds me of a band called The Full Nothing from Argentina. If you've heard The Full Nothing, they're a fantastic band. The first album featured Matt Lieberland on vocals, formerly with Yngwie Malmsteen and Candlemass. So this is a great song, folks. Check this one out. It's called We Are We. Other songs to check out on the album, folks, will be Burn Your Scars Above. Also, the beautiful ballad Ghost. Also, the song called Until No One Comes. This is more of the growling death metal vocals on this song. So if you like the heavier song with heavier vocals, this is the one to check out, folks. All in all, folks, it's a great album for what it is. It's by a band called Endless Chain from Finland. The album's called Agony, and it's released on the 23rd of August of this month. It's self-financed. You'll probably be able to get it from Bandcamp and other sites. I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. There's some really interesting, beautiful composed songs with some heaviness, with a nice production. Thanks for watching, Metalheads. Check out this album, leave comments, and let me know what you think of the album. Thanks for watching.